Hey there, welcome to AfterBuzz Anime Reviews. We're talking about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood Part 3, episodes 1 through 4. We get some weird memories / flashbacks, learn more about the Ishvalan War, and just really bizarre stuff that we're going to unpack. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Got a new theme song, that's one. Oh yeah, I dig this one.
I like this one.
Sometimes
your shoulders.
when they change songs, you're like, no.
I think it's presenting the new vibe for this particular part.
Yeah, it's a vibe. I like that.
Totally.
Fast-paced and confusing.
Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
We're here, I guess.
This is AfterBuzz Anime Reviews. My name is Kari Lane, and my awesome panel.
Alexis Torres, what's up, guys?
Hey guys, Jaimi Gray.
Hi, guys, it's Oliver Drennan.
And we're talking about part 3. So if you're watching this on Netflix, it breaks it down 1 through 5. So some people were referring to them as episodes 26 and something, and I'm like, But I appreciate it greatly that on the last video, a couple of you commented post-credit scene. Thank you. So no spoilers, though, by the way.
None of it.
And we do have a live chat on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, feel free to join us in live chat. If you're watching it later, comment down below. We'd love to know your thoughts. And if you're iTunes, thanks for listening. So let's get into it. So episode 1. Who else was confused at the top going, what?
Me.
There's two people that look exactly the same.
It was just like a lot of
What's going on?
a lot of flashbacks.
Yeah. We get Panako and Hohenheim, which is still bizarre, which I feel is going to get revealed later, but she looks like old lady now, and he doesn't seem to have aged. So it's like, and then technically when they're young, they're the same age, but he's just the father of the kid, so there's some weird timeline things. We get a little quick mention of the Ishvalan war, constant war, and then I was like, flashback ? Because we get Hughes a little too soon. What?
I know. I was like, Hughes, there you are.
Right? And then I was super confused. I'm like, time ? Panako, old, young, mentions the kids.
Same.
Alexis, what is going on?
Because she knows. She's like very familiar with
The
this.
only reason I'm staying quiet is because of the fact that he was just dreaming, and the fact that his
well,
memories were just kind of being flooded all at the same time.
I haven't gotten to that
Thank you for
yet.
clarifying.
I'm sorry, but like Panako, pretty much in his memory bank is
his
kind of
conscience.
is his conscience.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that they're so close, and she's the morale bar for him. It's kind of that constant reminder of like, oh yeah, I did do all these terrible things, but I can't tell you much about what's happening with that split personality thing. You have to wait and see.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks for clarifying.
There's a lot of things happening.
we have the mention of the Celestial Stone real quick, too. The father saying a sin is a sin, which was interesting.
Yeah.
And then I get to the point that I'm like, is this episode just a major recap to fill everybody
what I'm
in?
thinking.
That's exactly what
A
this
little
is
bit.
for. Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, there's another Hohenheim? And I'm like, wait, is he just reflecting? Because then he mentions humanity keeps repeating the same mistakes over and over, and humans are very fragile, which
Yeah.
is a good point, and we could say that about the real world.
Yeah.
And then when they say, is this in vain? And then Panako makes a great point. You can never tell us, you can never tell unless you try. And then like the amazingness of the human resilience. And then it's like, she's his conscience. And surprise, it's a dream, which you said.
Yeah.
But
I just wanted to
it's the
clarify.
end, yes. But technically, though, I still think it's a good question, and let me know your thoughts. Who and what is the other him?
So, and you're talking about when they were in the...
When he talks to it in this dream, because is the other version of him just another form of his conscience, another form of thought? Is it another being?
Right. The way that they were conversing, I was like, that's a whole nother being. I think he's a solid figure that is definitely influencing what he's doing. I was just really confused with it, though, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ollie?
It kind of reminded me of this is just discussion last week about pride, and so I don't know if that has anything to do with it, possibly. Okay. And the form of pride is very, very interests me very much so. I like this quote, or this comment from Sung Jung Kim in the chat says, an interesting thing about this recap, however, is that it's not in the manga, and the recap gives viewers a look into Hohenheim's psyche. So that was really interesting.
I did appreciate that after it went on for a bit, because at first you're just like really confused, like why are we having a whole episode of recap? Like it felt unnecessary, and then you're like, oh, it's his perspective kind of in it. Yeah. Thank you for chiming in the chat. I do think it's kind of another entity as well. I don't think it's really him, especially getting a little ahead of ourselves, but still, there are essentially two people. Yeah. Which we'll get into that. So that's kind of it for episode 1. Yeah. That's it. You're like, oh, and we're done. So that was called Interlude Party. Episode 2, Father.
Definitely didn't feel like a party. Especially when I first watched it. I was like, what the hell is this?
Then we get Gluttony, Al, and Xiaomei, which someone in the chat, I think, or the comments pointed out, Xiaomei kind of means like Little May. So then it's cute because it's May and Little May.
They're so cute. Aww. They're so cute.
And then I like when, did you guys laugh when Gluttony calls out for the father? And Al's like, whoa, that's a little quick.
He's like, hold up.
Yeah. But then we get Envy's okay, busts out with Ed and Ling.
That scene always haunts me because it just looks so awful. Watching Gluttony just like convulge while he's like being ripped open. I was like, oh god. Crazy. I was like, this is where he dies. No.
Little side information, which we maybe knew before, but confirmed that Elric is their mother's maiden name. So, they do not go by their father's name.
I mean, there's a reason.
But
I mean, they refer to him as Hohenheim. Right. So they don't even call him Dad.
Once I heard that, I was
they call him Von Hohenheim, which almost sounds like a title rather than like it could be
name.
So I was like.
Flip 87 in the chat says the girl who asked him to dance is Trisha. Some people didn't get that Trisha is his wife, or the Elric's mother. In that flashback, girl? The little girl that grew up and then became
well, because we see a little girl in the Ishvalan War who looks very similar crying too.
So it was supposed to. That's why they made it. Yeah, that's why it made such a huge. Impact was because of the fact that even Panako was like, wow, she's bossy.
I remember
because she knows her. So I was like,
Thank you for pointing that out. Because we get the moment where they have the cut to the mom.
Yeah, people kind of.
It's not super obvious. Though,
no, you're supposed to pay attention to her eye color or the kid's eye color. It's the same exact eye color as Trisha. So I was like, oh, all right.
Why was she young? Huh? Why was she young in his dream, though? Is that another point?
That's another point. Okay. Well, Ed's eyes are golden.
Yes.
Yeah. But Al's eyes were
they're kind of like greenish blue. Yeah.
Okay. There we go. So then we meet potentially quote unquote Hohenheim, and they're like, "Well, you're not acting like him." And then I was wondering if it's another personality. Were you guys thinking maybe like? Oh, wait, because they go, oh, it's Dad, or not.
Well, then there was the scene where Hohenheim is, like, outside, and did you notice that cut where it's, like, outside?
Out in the woods?
Yeah, or he's, like, on a cliff or something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait, that's not Hohenheim. So I was really confused.
But at the same time, we don't even know his personality yet. So I'm like, who is he? You know, he seems so, like, melancholy every time you see him, and then it's like, who is he? So I don't know.
And no memories, too. So I don't feel this one, the one all in white, is their father. I feel it's some sort of copycat entity that's taken on this
that he probably
form.
Created.
Or, if it is the father, whoever he is not there now.
We got another Mystique.
Yeah, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
And then the creepy and cool power that he's able to use alchemy without doing anything and fixing the brothers. And then I was curious if he's just another homunculi. Like a special kind. Alexis is
like, these lights are bright.
What's happening up there?
How did, and this might be jumping ahead, how did Ed and Al lose their alchemy in this episode? How did that happen?
Right.
Did you see when he stomped his foot down?
Yeah.
He just kind of
turned it off?
Turned it off for a little bit. He has full control of alchemy. That's why Envy says, like, do you think that this is like a thing that you guys just found and were able to absorb? Clearly this is, it's not, it's like a gift. Like, it has to be given to you or earned. So it's just like, I wonder what that means. Yeah. So there's a lot. the one thing I will definitely tell you is that when you start to dive into Father's story and background and things like that, it will open up a lot of doors, and you can figure out what his role is and why he's so powerful.
The truth space doors?
Doors! That's all I say.
Yeah. Well, also that there was no equivalent exchange, which is also huge. We get Ling gets his Philosopher's Stone.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
How'd you guys feel about that? I was really irritated by it.
Yes, Alexis.
It's gonna suck. I know. It's gonna be weird, but I have a weird, odd, happy relationship with Green Ling. Like, it's like, Green Ling is like my favorite character in the entire Brotherhood series.
He seems
Really?
There's
pretty
a
cool,
reason
actually.
why, and it will get there. But just yes, I feel bad that Ling had to go through that because he shouldn't have. But remember, he did technically want the Philosopher's Stone. He got it. Now he
And
just has
in
to.
this space, he agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just know that the greed character gets better, and remember,
And it's a different greed.
it is a different
Yeah.
greed because every time it's kind of like being like not Buddhism, but like you're
it's
being
like the Doctor.
Reincarnated.
Yeah,
Okay.
reincarnated
Okay, cool.
to a
It's the
point.
Doctor.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Doctor Who.
Just like Doctor Who.
It's
But
the same, but not.
but if you remember, greed was not really always part of the group.
Nope.
Yeah, he was always kind
So,
of to himself.
He was greedy. He wanted his own thing.
Yeah.
So just think about that too.
So I remember you said he's like a huge character later on.
Oh,
So.
it's so great. I love it so
I was
much.
watching it like Alexis said something. So what could this be?
But this is what I was talking about. How you
Yeah.
guys were like, I was like, oh yeah, Ling is going to become a huge part of the story. This is
Okay.
where this comes
I'm
in.
excited.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah, it's intense.
Hohenheim, he has like the third eye thing, which I'm like, what was that? Yes. So the giant face when he goes in there, it was actually rather comedic though. When Ling's like, no, I'm good for this, and the face like is normally people resist.
Right.
You're good. You're good.
He's like, you sure?
Okay. Like that was a nice moment, but funny.
That's why I was mad at him though. I was like, what are you doing, Ling?
It's what he wanted, but the question is if he thought at that moment he could fight it. That he goes, yeah, this is cool. I'll do something later, which we do see glimpses at it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think he's a little
Well,
overconfident.
I'm a little confused. Or maybe I'm
Yeah.
imagining this, but wasn't Greedling? Wasn't he in the flashback when? Am I going crazy? Like, who was the alchemist that attacked Scar and his brother?
Oh no, that's a different person. They look
Okay.
kind of
Oh,
similar.
Kimberly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they look kind of similar.
Okay, because that's why I was confused.
Right?
I can't remember his name off the top
The
of my head
one-
right
Different
now.
character though.
But yes, different
The
character.
alchemist, the hand?
Yeah, he's known as the.
He's the Crimson Alchemist.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, his hair looks similar.
He has a
It's
long
very-
ponytail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's,
no,
he's
that's
definitely more of a psychopath when we.
Okay.
I know everyone in the chat are watching.
And I'm like,
this
when
is
did you
sharing
know?
this, but it's Kimberly or something like
Kimberly?
that.
Okay.
They'll put it in the chat.
Yeah.
I believe.
Huh?
Say it again?
He's featured in the first episode, I believe.
Yeah, he was in the prison and they have his hands specifically
Yeah.
so they can't
I
touch.
just-
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Kimberly.
Kimberly,
So, yeah.
thank you. I knew. I was like,
Thank
it's
you.
K-I-M something.
I believe he has like transmutation circles, like.
Yeah, on his
Yes.
hands, on the palms of his hands, and that's how he's able to kind of combust and
Yeah.
ignite at the
Okay.
same time.
Which I'm trying to court that voice actor to come onto the show.
Oh my
and talk
god,
about it.
yeah. He's so
They're not.
cool.
They weren't available today, but I tried, guys. I tried for you.
You court him.
I did. I was like, hey, can you Skype in? Because they're in Texas. But they were like, I'm busy. And I'm like, it's okay. We'll try another time.
Everyone in the chat, because everyone has
Yeah.
actually said it, is saying just remember that May did bring up the fact that there was an Eastern sage and a Western sage.
Yes.
So
We
What?
did talk about that.
Okay.
So they were like, no spoilers, but just remember that for future stuff.
We
Okay.
did point that out when we went to Xerxes of like, wait, there was a Western one. Actually, I don't think it was just May, though, because they talked about it when
Yeah.
they were there.
Yes.
They talked about it with the local Ishvalans who were there.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, there's a Western one and Eastern one. So we're like, peculiar and interesting. Speaking of May and Scar show up.
Yes. Love them.
But I love that she points out, referring to Hohenheim, of like, he is not normal. Like, she gets there and
so
she's
blunt.
like, there's something wrong here.
I mean, Ling felt the same way too when he was.
yeah, oh,
before he's
Ling
taken
knows,
over.
yes. Oh, but she finally gets to see Ed.
That
and
was
is
unfortunate.
so disappointed.
I was like, that's not fair. He's like beaten up and he has like a thing on top of him. Like, you gotta give him a chance.
Right? And he looked kind of rough. It's like, give him a chance.
I mean, you just gotta give him a bath,
Wash
put
his
that braid
face.
back on, like, you know,
He'll glow
let
up.
that hair down, like,
Yeah.
you know.
Her fantasy was just crushed.
Right.
And then
so
she
quickly.
she attacked everyone. She just took it out on everyone.
Yeah.
And I was like, go May. This is why I love you.
She's just adorable. Also, then we get that Ed points out yells at Scar, yo, Envy is the one who started this war.
Yeah.
Which is smart.
I was like,
see
yes.
Scar do stuff.
Let him
and
know.
Scar can still do alchemy. What? Which was
Yeah, I
awesome.
was confused.
Were you guys like, what?
I was confused by it. I was like, how can you? But is it because of his arm?
Yes, but also
It's
the
the
fact
other
that
one.
yeah, alchemy.
Okay.
It's not technically the same as alchemy, and that's why. I mean, it has the same features, but I think because they use it for different purposes and things like that, and also because his alchemy is very it's very one track. It's supposed to deconstruct. So
Okay.
it's not the same. So if you notice that
Okay.
their alchemy is blue and
Yeah.
theirs is red.
Yeah.
So it's completely different to a point.
Because, he
Glad
did
we
the
have
full
you.
face thing. And I was like, the face! And then it was like,
Yeah.
nope, didn't do anything.
Nah, he's still too powerful.
Oh, and then Al to the rescue, taking May to the sewers, and Scar shows up. But tons of Chimera, so dun dun dun. Who felt almost bad that Gluttony had no regenerative powers, so he was dying.
Nope.
Bye, Glenn.
I'm
Bye, Glenn.
waiting.
Boy, bye. Boy, bye.
You're like, no.
Nope.
Mustang.
So this is where we get our post credits. So if you guys don't know, there's
Sorry.
post credits. There are post credits. So they remake. Okay, so this is weird. I watched this with subs and dubs. I normally watch sub. He says, okay, in the subtitle version, he points out, Hohenheim points out, he's going to remake Gluttony and keep the memories. And then says, chaotic humans writhe in pain. That is what proves you are alive. And once you are done struggling, kneel before me. That was not in the English version.
No.
English version is simply like, don't worry, Gluttony, I'll bring you back, and I'll keep your memories. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was such a weird dynamic. I don't know why. Maybe they wanted to make that more dramatic. I have no idea why they chose that, but I like the sub better.
Yeah,
I was like, there's a
like-
lot more depth into
And
that.
he's scary.
Yo, I
like,
don't
kneel
know.
before me, humans.
I don't know.
Whoa. So please comment down below, did you watch sub or dubbed? And if you did watch
Yeah, let us know.
the dubbed, you might want to go back and watch that
Yeah,
with the
now
subs,
I'm
because it's
watching
like,
sub.
that's a very different scene.
Huge.
He's way scarier.
Yeah.
Because at first you're just like, he seems almost absent-minded.
Yeah.
This character is so
Yeah.
bizarre. He's
Yeah, he
not
is.
like dumb, but he's space cadet. Yeah. Well, he appears
Yeah, I
at this
know.
point. Like, he's just like, oh, who are you? You're
Yeah.
this?
Like, you think Fear of Bradley is scary? Yo,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to mess with Faja. He's just Faja.
Yeah.
I like that. Faja.
Then we get, so that wraps up episode 2, unless there was anything else. Yep. All right, episode 3, the struggle of the fool. Envy's back to old body, so that was much more functional, by the way.
Yeah, that was really
And
tough.
size.
Yeah.
I prefer seeing Envy in this form
Me too. I think
we all
rather
do.
than the disgusting green thing.
Yeah, it was just a lot.
Well, just literally walking around. Like, there's no way Envy would have fit in the elevator.
Right.
I love how she, like, when Envy was talking and Father was just like, Envy, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, sorry. And it's like, because it's supposed to be like this dog's face, so it was very like, it had a moment of Envy kind of seeing kind of innocent, and I was like, no, it's still a creepy thing. Why would you do this?
Envy doesn't seem as pure evil the way Wrath seems more like on the levels
sinister.
of evil. I mean, yes, Envy obviously killed Hughes and is like, but is almost like detached from it.
Yeah.
Such that Envy has helped the Elric brothers. So it's like,
Well, she has to. Like,
yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Maybe it
sorry.
just chooses what it wants to do because
Yeah.
it also started the Ishvalan War.
Yeah,
This is true.
Envy
Like,
shot a
pretty
child
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
face.
And
Oh
smiles.
my god.
There's layers, everyone,
Right.
to the killers and murderers of this story.
This is true. Then they find out that the elevator from the sewer goes up to Command Central, which
yeah.
we're not surprised.
How
but
crazy was that?
Actually was
Convenient.
surprised. I don't know
I was
why.
like, oh wow, look at that.
I thought that was crazy. I was actually the one that was shocked. I was like, oh.
Just
For
straight
everything.
up, just like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I guess we're in my
Yeah.
office now.
Yeah.
What the
Well, that
hell?
makes sense too because we're like, how are the homunculi getting around everywhere?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
So, that shower scene.
I was like, of course, we have to get that one Ed shower scene because he's the
Right.
only one right now.
I love that strategic nudity. It was so
Yeah.
funny. And then Envy walks in.
I really wanted. I think there's okay. So when we finish the series, I can't wait to link you guys the bloopers because I've been wanting to show you guys the bloopers for this series,
Yeah.
but I'm scared there might be
Spoilers.
spoilers.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. But like. The things that the voice actors do in these scenes are hysterical. I can't remember if there's one of this scene, but I really wanted it, like Envy to be like, oh, so I guess you're not little in all places, you know? Like, I wanted that, you know?
That would have been perfect.
Yeah, but I know they can't do that because, like, oh, family show. But, like, to a point, even though there's, you know, death everywhere.
They tried sometimes.
But yeah,
I felt it almost implied that.
yeah, just a little bit.
Like, oh.
They're like,
And then Ed was so embarrassed, like, oh no. But
The other route, like, I didn't know you lost your ding-a-ling along.
yeah, something, yeah, it could have gone either way, and I think it would have been cool. But definitely,
I
when
like
we
the idea
finished-
of, oh, you're not. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
how
because
you're
I
not
can
little
see Envy
everywhere.
being like, you know, being that
but
kind
that
of
would almost make Ed more uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, he would be so upset. He'd be like, ah, don't look at me. So yeah.
But little Xiao Mei is watching.
Oh, I love it. She's just like, oh.
Then we learned that Mei and Xiao Mei are kind of like inside of Al.
Yeah.
When they go into the meeting with Wrath and Mustang, and Ed's looking at Mustang like, the fuck are you doing here?
Like,
What are you doing here?
yeah.
And he's like, a lot has happened.
Right. That's it.
Clearly.
But how about that reveal when Ed's like, I quit, and Bradley's, oh yeah? So that friend of yours, Winry. And you're like,
So quick.
I'm like,
So
why?
quick. Yeah.
right?
Should have thought about that, but also really
yeah.
shows how much of a kid he is that he
Yeah.
can think further and go,
Immature.
oh yeah, he knows exactly what Winry and all my entire family looks like.
I need
know.
Winry.
Shiitake mushrooms.
So there's another moment, which I'll get to in a second, but they are allowed to continue their search. It's like, that's fine. So
Yeah.
there was a moment, which Ollie was watching here,
Yep.
and jumped. Tell us about this moment that was like, no!
What did it?
Well, it gave me flashbacks of the Margot scene where she's stabbed still inside of
Yeah.
Al, and then
Blood.
we know May is in Al at
Yeah,
this point, and
May.
he stabs Al, and I literally gasp. And Carrie's walking by, and I'm like, ooh. So I was just like, but it's like it's May. It's like no way is she like harmed, and we find out
Right.
she's
His
like
leg.
in his leg,
That scared me. I was like, ooh.
and she's just like quivering. She's like,
Yeah.
it was
But
hilarious.
I was so worried because I was like, where were you in the beginning? Because he had to walk out.
Yeah.
So I was like, you have to bend that. So were you just like moving with the leg?
I think
and
she was in the belly and then,
went down. Okay, because I was like,
Like,
girl.
ding, ding.
Because also once you're stationary, it might be easier to slip down. And then she's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I was right above my head.
Yeah.
I was shocked too. I was like,
I wasn't expecting that.
but I
Oh.
like Bradley going, huh.
Because he was like, I for sure knew there was somebody in there. All right, I guess it's just me.
Even his sword.
He doesn't know how big.
He did that
Yes.
before too. Is there anything else you need to tell me? You remember that? And
Yeah.
I forget which part that was, but I'm like, oh, Brad.
I kind of
he
like
knew.
that. He's starting to grow on me because even when they were there with
Yeah.
Mustang and he's like, he has one sword because he thinks he can take all of us. And I'm like,
Yo, you
Bradley is
can't-
just that dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very confident.
I got a little bit worried when we see Armstrong next because then I'm like, can we trust Armstrong? How in this is Armstrong? Were either of you worried?
I think we can trust him. I think he's just conflicted. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's not, like, he's strong, but he's not strong in a sense.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he kind of regrets how he handled things in the war because he didn't
Yes.
fight. So
Yeah.
I don't.
He should.
I just hope that he has good intentions.
No,
Me too.
He's in the clear.
Okay.
Like,
Okay,
completely.
okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
Armstrong is
That's
definitely in
good
the
to
clear.
know.
I feel this episode proved his
Yes,
goodness.
yes.
But at
Yeah.
this first moment,
You never know, man.
when his eyes were dark, I was like, oh
Yeah,
no,
no, no.
that
It's just-
betrayal would suck.
Yeah.
But we get the mini scare with Hawkeye, like, did you run away? And she's like, no, I just went to the bathroom.
Yeah, I had to use the latrine. Sorry.
Mustang though, like, did you leave me?
Oh, I can't wait to get into, what is it? Is it the next episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the history of him and
Yes.
Hawkeye. Yeah.
We get the mini but adorable phone call between Winry and Ed of, I'm
That
just
was
checking
cute.
on you. And it's sweet, thanks. And
Yeah.
he's like,
I was like, okay.
I wrote a little
maturing.
heart. I'm like, aw.
Yeah, it's cute.
I miss Winry. I want her back.
I know.
I'm
Yeah,
like, come
me
on,
too.
Winry. When are
Yeah.
you gonna have an
Yeah.
episode?
Yeah.
I
I think it's gonna be a while. Or no,
No.
because Leifon has to go.
yeah,
get
she
her
has to
arm.
get the arm.
Oh,
So
yes.
it should,
right.
I don't know how close it is, but
And
we're
I know,
gonna see her.
yeah,
again.
and L'Enfant, she was definitely freaking out in this episode because she didn't know where
We're
Ling
gonna
was.
get to that.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
Yeah. Scar bumps into Dr. Marco and learns about the Ishvalan War a little bit, and Dr. Marco wanting essentially for him to kill him, which is very understandable and sad. Then we bump over to Dr. I wrote it as like Knox. Dr. Knox, he's the other one who works with Mustang. On
Yes.
the subtitles, they
Yeah,
wrote
yeah.
Knocs.
I believe so.
May is still there. She's resting. L'Enfant gets the message from Ling And then Al tells her about what happened. So that's when like the note and like got the Philosopher's Stone. Yay!
Why did he put that note? You know, if he didn't, he did.
I think he knew.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to reassure his team
that he was okay.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't think he thought that through as in like, oh, they're not going to try to find me. They're just going to be like, oh, he's got it, and now everything's great. And it's like, no, just to find you.
Then we get the great moment with Bradley and Greedling. That Greedling is doing like okay and everything, but when Bradley puts down humans, he snaps and is like, "Do not talk down to them." I mean, even Bradley was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Did you see that face?
His face,
He was like, what?
Yeah.
You never get to see Bradley ever have like a shocked face, so he was just like, what?
record scratch moment of like, what?"
Yeah, it was so
but then
funny.
that's a moment.
Yeah, just like that.
Perfect.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
I love that sound effect.
That's the moment where we learn Lin can kind of take over a little bit. Or at least him and Greed work together kind of symbiotically, which that's kind of my thought of where they're going.
Yeah.
And then, we learned Armstrong, didn't know or anything. And Mustang's like, you should quit because you're too good.
Yeah.
Armstrong, I love you so much.
Yes. But Mustang made a great point. What do you guys think of... Mustang says fighting monsters makes him feel more human.
I mean,
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's right up his character, like
Yeah.
just in general, especially because he probably feels like a monster all the time.
Yeah. Then we get the hilarious moments with May and Lon Fan.
Oh,
That was funny.
scene for me, I was just like, get it, ladies.
Yes.
And I was like, what's happening?
Chick fight.
Oh, I loved
It's
it.
like a lot of fun. She's a kid. It's like,
No, but you don't want
Don't matter.
You don't want
Yes.
man doesn't play.
Yeah.
She doesn't need 2 arms. I can
No, I
clearly
love how
do
she was just
that.
like, and a book.
We learned that May is the Chang heiress, 17th princess. So we're like, okay, good. Like, we kind of knew, but a little more.
Yeah.
Oh, the doctor breaking up the fight, though.
That was funny.
Doc's like, not in my house.
He's like, are you going to mess my house up more?
Right.
And he's like that giant head, and both girls are like,
Yo, can we talk about this man's floorboards though? Like he needs to get it together. I love that he uses it as a scare tactic, but I'm like, also you are breathing in that stuff.
oh, the shrooms? Dude, it's like, there are things in my house.
Everyone's like, ah! Like, it was hilarious.
Such a great moment of humor. Then we get the Ed having a moment of thinking about the different alchemy and like why didn't it work. So that's it. Then we get our post credits. Father, I wrote quote unquote. So the nasty chest stuff and made the baby gluttony.
I mean, you know,
right?
gotta make them homunculized.
Yes, and that's where they come from. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh. She's throwing up over here.
Oh gosh, that was funny. She's like, what?
And then we already said, but Dr. Marco tells Scar like, kill me, and but Scar's like, but first the truth, please.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
Fly Flip in the chat says that little moment of seeing about Knox and his family and how he's very separated from them.
My estranged wife and kid, but Al's like, keep the photo.
Yeah.
Right.
That's really sweet. I'm glad that Al took it out of the trash, though.
Yeah.
He'd be like, no.
I like how you did his voice. Keep
Yeah.
the photo.
Yeah.
So come on, man. That's episode 3.
Well, real
Yes.
quick, in episode
Yes.
3, we forgot to mention May's newest crush is Al.
That was cute. I
was
like his little alter
adorable.
ego.
Yes.
She had pretty much she combined the Elric brothers. That's what her
Yes.
fantasy was seeing Ed's beauty and seeing Al's personality.
I want to see Al now.
Technically, that's in episode 4.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
my gosh.
it says May and Al,
yeah,
and I said
yep.
she switched her obsession quick.
This is
I
what
mean,
yeah,
when you
this-
got
that's
brothers,
okay.
well, you know you got
that
them
leads
hot
us-
brothers.
leads us into episode 4.
Yeah. Episode 4, though, is the Ishvalan War of Extermination. Dun, dun, dun. We meet Mustang Sensei,
Yeah.
who is Master Hawkeye. Did not see that coming.
Yeah, me either.
I was like, hee.
Take care of my daughter, and she has the research. What? Also, Hawkeye and that back tattoo.
I
yeah.
wonder
Now that
what
was
that
a
back tattoo is, since
I know.
apparently she has his research. I wonder what
Right?
that
But there's a
tattoo
scar
is.
making some of the information gone, too. And she also seems to not really want to be in alchemy and wants to use guns, which...
Yeah. She loves her good
Putting 2 and 2 together.
Yes. Ed and Hawkeye having that discussion, and when she points out, so you like Winry, and he's like, ah!
He's like, yeah, like, just a minute.
That always means somebody does when they're that quick.
Yeah.
It's like, calm down. So then this was a great storytelling element where they do Marco, Dr. Marco, Scar, and Hawkeye all giving information, and because it works for everybody.
Yeah.
So great storytelling on this show and manga.
Mm-hmm.
So the Ishvalan War, we learned 7 years. The Fuhrer's Order 3066, which means the extermination. Hawkeye was a sniper, and how much that was cause and effect of you killed them.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Mustang and Hughes, kind of them questioning is this right? And then we got the Kimberly. But he makes a good point. You put on the uniform and you know what's going to happen. He was okay to kill.
Yeah, I think Sun Jung Kim in the chat was saying that even though he's a psychopath, he does have some pretty good advice that comes from what's happening. I mean, obviously you shouldn't be killing people, but he's also a soldier.
Yes.
But I was actually really curious what you guys thought now that you guys know what's actually, or how it actually happened with the Ishvalan War, since we've been talking about it for 3 parts.
Yeah.
Well, this is where I get a little bit confused, or kind of like, well, okay. So we learned that the point was to make a Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
So it's Major Solf J. Kimberly, the Crimson Alchemist. Okay, Xerxes made sense. It's the entire town. They do everything. But with the Ishvalan thing, the room we see only has a handful of people when they actually do the ritual.
Yeah.
So what's the point to kill everybody, like so many, just to get those few? Because you could have just taken those few and not
Spares.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more along the lines of a distraction. So it's kind of like how to put up something in the beginning while you're
Smoke
doing other
screen.
thing, but you can also still use it because they didn't want to make just one. They wanted to make as many as they could. Hence why they were trying to, they already had some homunculi already, but they're just trying to, work on the chimeras and working on other things. Like they were trying to get as much supplies, as awful as that sounds, to do that.
That makes sense because the thing is, everything we've seen so far about the Ishvalan War is more just like mass killing of them, which seems wasteful.
Yeah.
If you need
But
live
now we
humans.
know why.
I agree, but it's also it was just mostly a cover up, but also using it to make the more Philosopher's Stones.
But then we get the guys who are trying to offer themselves for peace, which does not work.
Like, what do you think this is?
They point out that it's a corrupted and military state and needs to become a democracy. Oh, I'm sorry. What, did you guys have any other thoughts of what the reveal was?
Just as far as like why they were killing all the Ishvalans?
Yeah, and like now that we know, like Alexis said, the full extent of the Ishvalan War.
Yeah, like it just came full circle for me because at first I was thinking it was wasteful too. Then I'm like, oh, because even back in the last episode, the reunion episode of part 2, where Fuhrer was kind of in the academy and they were wasting so many dead bodies and it was just failing, so it all made sense. But then I was wondering, are the military, the state alchemists also being used eventually for...
Some of them, I bet.
sacrifice?
Well, because they point out Mustang could be a sacrifice.
Yeah, that's scary. Okay. I was just wondering. But yeah, it's all full circle for me now.
Ollie, any thoughts?
I just think it was crazy seeing everyone kind of play their part, their own particular part, especially with Hawkeye being the sniper, as you mentioned earlier, and how she taking so many lives. It's almost crazy to see, like, it kind of took her, not her life away, but she's almost, you know how she is. She's very, like,
Mustang says she has dead eyes.
Yeah, she's very emotionless. She's awesome. I love her, but I don't know. It seemed like it took a lot out of her, that particular, the Ishvalan War.
But I love it because the reason why I'm saying this specific thing is because I can't explain it to you without giving literally the ending away.
Okay.
So I'm giving you a small but also kind of a twisted lie truth. And that's why everyone in the chat's like, well, I'm like, no, there's a reason why I'm doing this.
No spoilers, people.
But no, they're being very good about it, and I
Thank
appreciate it. I was just like, don't say too much, y'all, because I'm trying.
Sit
here.
back and enjoy like her, like,
Yeah.
The last crazy and awesome visual we get is Scar does kill Marco and writes vengeance on the wall.
Woof.
Brutal.
I think in the original, or the 03 version, I believe Dr. I mean, everyone in the chat would know better than I would. I think Dr. Marco gets killed by lust, I think, in that one. I can't quite remember if that was how that went down. Because I think they found out that Dr. Marco helped the Elric brothers in some way, shape, and form. I think lust came over and killed him. I don't remember if that was fully correct, but I know that he died in his own home, not in jail.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So
I'm okay with him dying by Scar's hand when he feels so guilty. Like, that's the punishment he feels he deserves, so he gets his wish.
Yeah, technically he wanted to die, so,
Got what you wanted.
So then we'll do our quick word of the day before we get into our news. Sweet. So, because we were talking about military, it goes Gunji Teiki. So it's Gunji I saw it as a dash online. Teki. So Gunji Teki.
Gunji Teki.
Gunji Teki.
Gunji Teki.
Awesome. That's our word of the day. So let's get into some quick anime news.
Woohoo!
It's like there's our news. Oh, okay.
Let it roll.
Oh, okay.
So,
I found it.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
No, yeah. You can go first.
All right. Viz Media announces a content development and merchandise partnership with the animation studio GhostBot for the character brand Chumi Chum Chums. And you guys have probably used these as social media stickers. I know I have. They'll be working closely to develop and expand the property, including all categories of consumer merchandise, animation, and more. Chumi Chum Chums will be one of, I know, it's such a fun name. Viz Media's highlights at the upcoming Licensing Expo, which is May 22nd and 24th through the 24th in Vegas. So check that out if you're going to that.
Cool.
They look adorable. I was like, I know I've used the dogs. Also, I know some of you Ruby fans will be excited.
Yes.
There's an official manga anthology.
I love Ruby.
I know, it's so good.
Red Like Roses will debut in print and digital editions under Viz signature imprint. Volume 1 carries MSRP of $12.99. First of 4 character-focused volumes in the Ruby official manga anthology. It'll also be released digitally at Viz.com and Viz Manga app, as well as Nook and all those other ways that you all can get it. And then it's set for publication later in 2018, and you can look up more online at Viz.
Take my money.
For real.
And then, so some of you may or may not be going to Anime Expo. This one doesn't have a picture for it. So Viz has partnered with Real Escape Game to set, and they're going to do Scrap Entertainment and Viz Media partnered to bring a Real Escape game set in the world of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure to the United States.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Right? So, chance for fans to immerse themselves in JoJo's Bizarre Escape, the hotel live experience hits US. It's going to be FanimeCon, San Jose, the May 25th through 28th, and Anime Expo, July 4th through the 8th. So that will be really fun. You'll play the role of 1 of 5 people and 1 dog. On the protagonist, Jotaro's team traveling to defeat their arch nemesis, Dio.
Yes.
So check that out. Must reserve your spot online. Fanime session tickets can be purchased at realescapegame.com/JoJo. Anime tickets will be on sale soon. All right. And then, so for you gamers, we got Ego Manga announces the PC video game Vanguard Princess is now a comic book series through the digital distribution platform Steam. Originally a 2-day fighting game for PC, features an all-female cast with their own unique fighting style. It's a 10-time #1 best-selling PC game on Amazon. So the comic will be released. It's already online, so check that out on Steam. All right, and then this one for all you, where'd it go? Hey, My Hero Academia fans, Funimation has teamed up with Japan Crate to announce an exciting partnership to bring leading Japanese culture subscription box and the award-winning series My Hero Academia together. Awesome. So this June, Japan Crate subscribers and anime fans will be presented with superhero-inspired Japanese snacks and sweets to enjoy while watching students of UA High School develop their quirks during Season 3 My Hero Academia.
Awesome.
Yeah, so here are some of the displays, which look so fun. I'm like, I want all the treats.
You should send us a box, just so you know what I'm saying.
The Premium Crate brings subscribers exclusive artwork, illustrated booklet, limited edition collectible pin featuring a hero from the franchise. I know, I want the soda thing.
I know.
Each treat inside the crate empowers users to feel as if they're acquiring a hero's quirk.
I love
That's adorable.
Quirky.
I see what you did there.
And then limited edition pin will come alongside delicious Japanese candies and snacks in the June's Premium Japan Crate. Crates are available while supplies last at japancrate.com/MHA, My Hero Academia. Now through May 31st. Subscription follows a model with premium crates ranged at about $30 per month. So check that out. I know we kind of wrapped up the episode, but were there any other final thoughts on these first 4 episodes? I know you had something from the chat.
I did. So this is why I was like, please tell me what actually happened because I don't remember. And I wasn't the only one, thank goodness.
That was it on news.
Yeah. So it looks like he was killed by gluttony. He was eaten in O3.
Oh.
That's what happened.
Creepy.
And where is it? Someone just told me. And to make matters worse, which is from in the O3 version, we don't even know Marco's fate until the very end, and his fate was left hanging for about 33 episodes. So a lot of people were saying I'm really happy that we now know.
Yes.
Instead of it being like, where is he? We don't know.
Yeah. Ollie, did you have our winner? Because we were giving away a hat last week.
Yeah, if you guys tuned in, thank you guys so much for tuning in and commenting last week. And we actually are going to announce our winner for the Naruto hat. I don't have it with me this week, unfortunately, but look at last week's episode and you can see that, and we will send it to you. So, Jaimi, if you want to pull out and get the winner.
Who could be the lucky winner, guys?
Wait, hold on. I got the perfect thing.
All right,
here we go. Keep going.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
The winner is Snowy Warborg.
Yes. Congratulations.
There you
Please
go.
reach out to us on Twitter, ABTV Anime. Give us your email, best way to reach out to you, so we can get your address and mail that to you.
Yes.
Believe it.
Thank you.
Believe it.
And then for this week, Jamie's brought a special prize in.
Do we have any One Piece fans out there, you guys? We got this really cool, authentic.
Super cute.
It is a snow
awesome, guys. It's
cone
awesome.
necklace, and it is straight from Japan. You see that? I can't read it. It's for you. It's for you.
It has Tony Chopper at the bottom, and then
Yep.
it's Sanji, and then I believe it's Frankie at the top, and it's an ice cream. It's ice cream, and every scoop is a different character.
Nice.
It's
There you
really great.
go. So if you like
It's
ice
sweet.
cream in One Piece, leave
Delicious.
us a comment.
So leave a comment down below, and then we will pick our winner for next week for that prize. So thank you so much for watching. Join us in the live chat. And if you didn't watch it live, totally cool. Comment down below your thoughts on these episodes. Please no spoilers. Don't get ahead. And also comment to win the One Piece necklace.
Yes.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. All right. Well, if you want to continue the conversation, where can they find you?
Hey guys, I'm Oliver Drennan. Follow me on all social media platforms at Ollie Dreamer, and check me out on Drag Race After Show on AfterBuzz TV on Sundays.
Hey guys, it's Jaimi Gray. You can find me on Insta at Jaimi Gray, Jaimi, or Twitter, it's Jaimi Gray.
You guys can find me all over social media at atorres890. That's ATORRES890. A lot of my after shows are ending up, but Supernatural finale is also this week, and Timeless with Kari Lane also this week. So many finales. So yeah, check those out.
And I'm sorry we didn't give him an intro at the beginning, but you heard him in the booth. We got Tony.
Heyo.
Hey, Tony.
Am I doing an outro? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. My name is Anthony Becerra. Oh, I say goodbye, everybody. My name is Anthony Becerra. You can find me everywhere at Tony _, just Tony, the letter B, Tony _ Thank you so much.
Be the beginning.
And yeah, we got that one too. And my name is Kari Lane. You can find me online at Kari D Lane. That's KARIDLANE. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.